So Albert, he has a problem with the system and he has decided to find a way out. That is, what is it? That he is going to give a certificate showing that he has a nervous breakdown. His cousin tells him that it's very easy to pass exams. What do you have to do? You just have to, wait, yes, here, we're on page 28. Okay, so we are on page 28, all of you. Let's continue here. And Albert's cousin also tells him, so that see, it's not very difficult to pass the exam. You just have to learn a few things and you just have to write them out. That's it. So she tells him in a way that what is the opinion of the students about the education system. But Albert thinks that I don't want to be in an uncomfortable situation. I don't want to put myself in so much of pain again and again every day. So he decides that he has to find a way out. And what is the solution that he has found out? That is to give a medical certificate, right? I can't imagine a doctor saying that, said Yuri. Look at your books, page 28. I must try, said Albert, to find a doctor who specializes in nerves, neurology, with the brain, as we had discussed yesterday. There are plenty of them, Yuri told him. He hesitated for a moment and then added rather reluctantly, I'll ask some of the students if they know one, if you like. Who's Yuri? Who is Yuri? Yuri is his friend. Yuri is his friend. Elsa was his cousin. Okay. Will you? Oh, thank you, Yuri. Albert's eyes were shining. Wait a moment. I haven't found one yet. Don't thank me so early. I have not found a doctor for you. And he says, I don't know many doctors, but yes, medical student I can find. Oh, but you will. And if I do, I don't know if he'll be willing to help you. So if he has to write a fake certificate, so I don't know whether he would be ready to write that. A big risk he would be taking. He will, declared Albert. I'm going to have a real nervous breakdown to make it easier for him. He laughed merrily, saying, don't worry, he won't have to lie, because if I have to go to school for a few more days, I'm really going to have a nervous breakdown. Okay, so that person will not be lying. I've never seen you looking less nervous, remarked Yuri. You're looking quite healthy. You're looking quite normal. You don't look as if you're going to have a nervous breakdown. A day or two at school will soon put that right, Albert assured him. Certainly, he had lost his high spirits when Yuri saw him next. So Yuri met him after a couple of days, and here Albert was not as cheerful as he was earlier. Right? He's quite upset now because he's going to school regularly, and he's not very happy with the situation over there. I can't stand it any longer, he said. I really shall have a nervous breakdown that will satisfy any longer. I can't stand it any longer. What is it over here? What is it that he can't stand anymore? That is going to school, the atmosphere over there, the conditions over there, the teaching over there, that is it over here. Keep it up then, said Yuri. I found a doctor for you. So keep your spirits high. I have found a doctor. You have? Albert's face lit up. He's very happy. Oh, good. When can I see him? I have an appointment for you for tomorrow evening, Yuri said. Here's the address. He handed Albert a piece of paper. Dr. Ernst Wheel, is he a specialist in nervous troubles? Asked Albert. Not exactly, Yuri admitted. As a matter of fact, he only qualified as a doctor last week. You may even be his first patient. So he's not even, you can say, an experienced doctor. He's just qualified and you're going to be his first patient. So lucky you. You're going to get a lot of attention also. And he's going to take good, pay a lot of attention to you. You knew him as a student then? I've known Ernst for years. Yuri hesitated for a few moments. He's not a fool, he warned Albert. What do you mean? Don't try to pull the wool over his eyes. That is, don't try to fool him. Don't try to cheat him. Just tell him what your problem is. Although he's not an experienced doctor, but one thing is there, he is quite honest. And so don't try to lie in front of him, right? You don't have a nervous breakdown. Don't go around telling him that you have one. That's all. Be frank with him. But don't pretend you've got what you haven't. So don't pretend as if you are a patient of a nervous breakdown. Not that you deceive anyone, Yuri added. You're the world's worst liar. You can't cheat anyone. You are very bad at lying, okay? Albert spent the next day wondering what to tell the doctor. When the time arrived for his appointment, he had worried over it so much that he really was quite nervous. So he was really worried about meeting the doctor. What am I going to tell him? And as a result of that, he had become quite nervous. But that is not equivalent to a nervous breakdown. That nervousness you have when, like you're not well and you have to go to the doctor. And nowadays, in today's situation, if you have to go to the doctor, you're very, very worried that what is going to happen over there, right? So he was quite nervous because he had to meet the doctor. I don't really know how to describe my trouble, Dr. Wheel, he began. So he's talking to the young doctor there. Don't try, said the young doctor with a friendly smile. Yuri has already given me a history of the case. So you don't have to go into so much of trouble. Your friend Yuri has already told me about you, what your problem is and what you are going through. Oh, what did he say? Only that you want me to think you have had a nervous breakdown and say that you mustn't go back to that school. So what am I supposed to do? I have to say you have a nervous breakdown and give you, like in writing, so that you don't have to go to the school again. Oh dear, Albert's face fell. He shouldn't have told you that. So he told me not to lie, but he's already told you everything, right? Why not? Isn't it true then? Yes, that's the trouble. Now you say there's nothing wrong with me and you tell me to go back to school. So now you're going to say I'm perfectly fine and I have to go back to school and I don't want to go back to school. Don't be too sure of that, said the doctor. As a matter of fact, I am pretty sure you are in a nervous state about that school. See, the way you're worried about, the way you're tensed when you think about going back to school, it really shows it how much upset you are about that thought. But I haven't told you anything about it, said Albert, wide-eyed. How can you know that? Because you wouldn't have come to see me about this if you hadn't been pretty close to a nervous breakdown. That's why. He said, even though you're telling me you're perfectly all right, but why have you come to me? Because you're so upset about it. And just thinking about it has given you a lot of stress. And yes, if you continue in this way, it is quite possible that really you might get in a very nervous state. Now, said the doctor briskly, if I certify that you have a nervous breakdown and must stay away from school for a while, what will you do? So if you're not going to go to school, then what are you going to do? I'll go to Italy, said Albert, to Milan, where my parents are. And what will you do there? I'll try to get into an Italian college or institute. How can you without a diploma? You need a certificate, you need like your mark sheet to show. How can you get admission there? I'll ask my mathematics teacher to give me something about my work, and perhaps that will be enough. I've learned all the maths they teach at school and a bit more, he added when Dr. Wheel looked doubtful. So now what is the solution? He's saying, I've spoken to my maths teacher. I have asked him to write me a reference. And this child is there, he knows everything, and he is qualified enough to join this course, right? So he says, I have studied, I know what all maths they teach at school, and I know more than that, in fact, what they teach there at school. And his maths teacher, as I told you all, he was only one who really appreciated the genius of this person, who appreciated the intelligence of this person. Well, it's up to you. He said, I doubt if it will come off, but I can see you're not doing yourself or anyone else much good by staying here. How long would you like me to say you should stay away from school? Would 6 months be all right? In 6 months, will your phobia or your fear about school, will it be over? Will you feel better? And for 6 months, is it okay? This is very kind of you. It's nothing. I've only just stopped being a student myself, so I know how you feel. So a couple of days ago, even I was a student. Now I'm a doctor, but I know how students feel. So it's quite easy for me to write the certificate for you. Here you are, Dr. Ween handed him the certificate and the best of luck. How much? Nothing. If you have anything to spare, invite Yuri to a meal. He's a good friend of mine and yours too, I think. So he says, no, I don't need any money. But if you do have extra money, take a friend out for a meal. And who's his friend? Who arranged all this? Yuri. Okay? Albert had no money to spare, but he pretended he had and took Yuri out to supper. So he took his friend out to supper even though he did not have extra money because his parents were not sending him so much of money that he could spend it on meals with his friend. Isn't it wonderful, he said after showing Yuri the certificate. Yes, it's fine, Yuri agreed. 6 months is a good period. This way you won't actually be leaving the school. So if the worst comes to the worst, you'll be able to come back and carry on for your diploma. So if you feel you want to come back to school, you're not able to get admission anywhere, you are not able to continue with your higher studies, you can come back to school and complete your diploma, right? You'll give your exams and you'll get your certificate. I'll never go back to that place, Albert assured him. I'm going to take the certificate to the head teacher tomorrow and that will be the end of it. Just see how upset he is. He dislikes the school so much. He does not want to go there again. Don't forget to get a reference in writing from your mathematics teacher first, Yuri reminded him. Mr. Koch willingly gave Albert the reference he wanted. So Mr. Koch is the maths teacher and he gave the reference that he really appreciated. If I say I can't teach you anymore and probably you will soon be able to teach me, will that be all right? This is how much he appreciated the intelligence of that person. And he says that in a few months, you'll be able to teach me because you know much more than I am able to teach you. That's saying too much, sir, said Albert. It's only the truth, but all right, I'll put it more seriously. It was still a glowing reference. Mr. Koch, it was still a glowing reference, and Mr. Koch made the point that Albert was ready immediately to enter a college or institute for the study of higher mathematics. Now, what is the reference that he has written? He has written about the intelligence, about the knowledge, about, you can say, the achievement of this young man. And he has written the letter wherever he seeks admission that he can study in a higher institute. He can study the higher level of mathematics. Right? I'm sorry you're leaving us, although you're wasting your time in my class, because I don't have anything more to teach you. Whatever I know, whatever is in the curriculum, whatever is there in the school syllabus, I have done that with you, right? And you're wasting your time here in my class. It's almost the only class where I'm not wasting my time, said Albert. But how did you know I'm leaving, sir? You wouldn't have asked me for this reference otherwise. So how do you know? He asked the teacher. He says, why have you asked me for this reference? You're leaving. That is why you want this reference. I thought you'd wonder. There's nothing to wonder about, Einstein. I knew you were going to leave before you knew yourself. So he knew that the child is not comfortable over here. Albert was puzzled. What did the teacher mean? Well, there's something else in store for Albert which he did not know. Maybe the teachers knew, but Albert did not know. He soon found out. Before he had a chance to ask for an interview with the head teacher, he was summoned to the head's room. So why did Albert want an interview with the head teacher? Because he wanted to show his reference. He wanted to tell that, or rather his certificate, sorry, that I am not well and I cannot attend school. But before he could give that certificate, the head teacher called him. Well, it saves me the trouble of having to wait an hour or two outside. Naturally, the teacher is a busy person, the head teacher, and he had to wait for some time before he would get to meet him. He hardly bothered to wonder why he had been sent for, but vaguely supposed he was to be punished again for bad work and laziness. Well, he had finished with punishments. Maybe he was going to be punished, he was going to get a complaint. You're very lazy, you don't do your work, you are not attentive in that class, whatever. I'm not going to punish you, the head teacher said to Albert's surprise. Your work is terrible, and I'm not prepared to have you here any longer. Einstein, I want you to leave the school now. Why is this a big surprise? Was Albert expecting this? He thought, I'll be the first one to tell him that, see, I'm not attending your school and give me leave. I'm not well. But see, the head teacher was there in for a surprise already for him. That is, you are there, you're very lazy, your work is not good, and I am asking you to leave the school. Leave the school means what? He has been expelled. Yes, he's been expelled from the school. Leave school now, repeated Albert, dazed. See, Albert wanted to leave the school, but why is he surprised now when the head teacher tells him? Why is he surprised? He should have been happy that, but the thing is that he would not be, like getting that positive review or reference from the school, right? Because there on the certificate, it would be written that he has been expelled, okay? I want you to leave the school now. Leave school now, repeated Albert, dazed. That is what I said. You mean, said Albert, the time to be expelled? You can take it that way if you wish, Einstein. The head teacher was not mincing words. The simplest thing will be for you to go of your own accord and the question won't arise. You leave on your own and then we will not say that you have been expelled. Of course, otherwise being expelled would be a big question mark. But, said Albert, what crime have I committed? See how the tables have turned. Earlier he wanted to leave. Now when the school is asking him to leave, he's asking, what have I done wrong? When he was not happy there in the first place. Your presence in the classroom makes it impossible for the teacher to teach and for the other pupils to learn. You refuse to learn, you are in constant rebellion, and no serious work can be done while you are there. You are a disturbance in the class. You don't want to learn yourself, you create disturbance for others, and you are not setting a good example. Albert felt the medical certificate almost burning a hole in his pocket. Why is the certificate burning a hole? Because it's of no use now. Yes, because he had the certificate, he wanted to show that certificate and take leave, but that certificate is of no use, right? Showing his nervous breakdown. I was going to leave anyway, he said. Then we are in agreement, at least, Einstein said. Einstein, the head, said. So yeah, I was going to leave. For a moment, Albert was tempted to tell the man what he thought of him and of his school. He thought, jate, let me tell you what I think of your school. But then he, controlled himself. Then he stopped himself. Without another word, holding his head high, he stalked out. So with great respect and with great dignity, he just walked out. Although he was a little humiliated. Yes, Pratham? He should have told him. Okay, right. But already there were a lot of complaints about him. So he did not say anything, but he controlled himself. Shut the door after you, shouted the head. Albert ignored him. See, he disobeyed him. He did not shut the door after him. That shows his disrespect. He walked straight on out of the school where he had spent 5 miserable years without turning his head to give it a last look. So when you leave the school, at least you're going to give a last look. You're going to miss this building, the classrooms, whatever. You all started it in class 10th only, isn't it? Yes or no? At the end of class 10th, oh, your farewells and goodbyes, I don't know where you're all leaving to. But you're back here again, isn't it? Right? So here also, Albert is leaving the school and he never looked back at it once, to have one last look of that building. He could not think of anyone he wanted to say goodbye to. There were no friends he wanted to say goodbye to. Indeed, Yuri was almost the only person in Munich he felt like seeing before he left the town he had come to hate almost as much as the school. He did not like the town also. Why? Because when he thought of Munich, he would think of his school. And when he thought of the school, what would it bring back to him? Happy moments or unpleasant moments? Unpleasant ones. So that way he did not like this town also. So there was nothing that he liked over here and he wanted to leave this place. Elsa was back in Berlin and he had no other real friends. So who were the two friends he had? One was Elsa, who was his cousin, and Yuri, his friend. Goodbye and good luck, said Yuri when he left. You are going to a wonderful country. I hope you will be happier there. Right, so finally, Albert Einstein at school was not a happy person there. Was not happy with the system. He was not happy with the education. He was not happy with the way things were taught. He wanted to leave the school. He decided to make a fake medical certificate telling that he has a nervous breakdown. But to his surprise, the day he wanted to meet the teacher, the head teacher, showing his certificate and asking for leave for 6 months, he got a surprise that the head teacher was already there ready to expel him. And this way, he spent 5 miserable years, right?